Yo, what's up? It's your girl Trap Kitchen, Money Blanco, baby, and we're live in the city of Compton. Here for my boy, Mike Norice to Compton, LA for the culture.
What's up, LA? This is Toy from LA for the Culture. We are excited to interview award-winning artist Mike Norice in front of his critically acclaimed Kendrick Lamar They Not Like Us mural.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike Norice here, and we are on Rosecrans in Central, the heart of Compton, at the famous They Not Like Us mural. Mural I created here. So really, it was different, but every summer from '88 on, with the exception of like maybe 2 summers, I would always come to LA on 90th Street because my grandmother bought some property on 90th Street, and so it wasn't much of a culture shock. But once I graduated from high school, came back out here, and we was living on 90th and Normie at the time, and it was cool, you know. That was when I went to Southwest College, started doing my thing. I was always into art. I've been in my art since I was a little kid, so I knew I wanted to push my art and go into that path. So it was nothing to me to go to college, going to Southwest, took all the art classes there, went crazy. You know, everyone loved my art because I had that structure since I was really 10 years old of getting taught in fine art, taking anatomy classes, taking colorism, taking nude painting, nude drawing, figure painting, figure drawing, like every type of art class that is offered, I probably took, and I'm still learning. I'm still a student to art. You know, I've never arrived to be an artist. I always just stay humble. You know what I mean? Like throughout everything. You know, I never take anything for granted. Being raised or partly raised on 113th Street in Watts, you know, we saw a lot. You know what I mean? And plus, you know, even today, like a lot of the traumatic times I went through back then still affects me today. Financially, you know, I still like to. I make money. I kind of hold on to, it, even though I don't have to. I still kind of like, because I never want that feeling again of not having to have. I remember going down the alleys, getting cans, collecting cans, and turning them into the recycle center right there on Central and Imperial every day. That's how we ate. You know what I mean? That's how we ate. It was recycling cans, getting money, then and turning it in, and then getting the money for food. So that, till this day, like anybody who knows me knows that once I make money, I'm not trying to spend it like that. Even though I'm far from that, it's just that mentality of mine of being. Some people call it cheap. I call it being frugal, or you know, just not wanting to spend. I always want to make money and invest money. You know, and that's helped me as well. You know what I mean? Because I've turned into a good businessman as well as an artist. Kind of combine them together. And a lot of people are inspired by me by teaching them how to become an entrepreneur and how to become an artist by living off of your artistry. And that's what I've been doing for the last 20 years. You know what I mean? And that's just a blessing in itself because a lot of artists, they're good artists, but they work at Walgreens or they work at the gas station or they work, you know, somewhere else. They're not doing the day-to-day art that they're blessed to do or been gifted to do, and that's what I do. I do art every day. So that's just really, I believe, a testament to what I've been coming from, and living through. And I put that all together and how it all makes sense to me personally. And it's all worked out. And I'm just living this way God has blessed me to live this life. So
Living the dream.
yes, ma'am.
That's what it's all about. So, Mike, did you grow up in this area? Where did you grow up at?
The area that I grew up in was Watts, 113th Street, Avalon, Central, that area. That's where I grew up at.
Did you move at any point in your life?
I moved a lot in the early ages of my life, I was born in 1980. We moved down around a lot. We were actually homeless from 1986 to 87, and then we moved permanently up north after that to Fresno. I stayed in Fresno for about 10 years. When I moved back to LA, I did not move back to Watts because Watts was crazy in the '90s. It's always been kind of crazy, but I guess I moved to another crazy part in South Central LA, 90th and Normandy. For those that know that area, know that that's crazy as well. So my grandmother, she bought some property in the late '80s on 90th Street, and we stayed in one of the apartments there.
What are some of the adversities that you experienced growing up?
Some of the adversities that I experienced growing up was just poverty, gang violence, drugs, alcoholism, domestic violence, abuse. Just those that know any type of hood behavior know that's it's part of a program, systematic racism, as I call it, to where it's designed to keep people down. And us in that community have to recognize that to rise above and don't drink the Kool-Aid, as I say, to be a victim of the ghetto. And I believe that even though I've gotten out of it, I love to give back to people that is in the areas that I grew up in so they can understand that they don't have to live in certain conditions. You can even live in the hood and still not have that hood mentality. It's not really about the location of where you live, it's your mentality. And a lot of times in these areas, they want us to have a certain mentality. And that, to me, doesn't matter where you live. Your mentality is your mentality. And if you change your perspective in life, your mentality rises. You can live wherever you want to live, and you're going to live well. So the age that I started drawing was 2. I started really honing in as being an artist at age of 5. I started doing uh, trained art, taking art classes at 5 years old. I started being trained at 12 in fine art, painting portraits and painting people live and stuff like that at age of 12. I started painting in oils in 16. And even today at 44, I'm still learning more and more things every project that I do. So I'm a constant student of art. Art is what I was born to do. And I feel that it's a disrespect to God not to do the gift that you're born to do. And a lot of times in life, we live a hard life because we're not utilizing the gift that God has blessed us to do. And that's the reason why we're going through so much trials and tribulations. You're going to go through different tests. But if you start to utilize what God has placed in you, you'll live just a great, abundant life. And that's what I'm doing, living off my heart. So some of the traumas that I've experienced was a lot of violence, and just seeing loved ones abuse drugs, growing up. A lot of my family, you know what I mean? Seeing my mom being abused, and watch her, that really traumatized me as a young boy because, it's a natural thing as a young boy to want to protect your mom. And to be at the age where you can't do that, that's kind of like you go through a moment of, you need nothing, really. And I've always escaped that traumatic experience and went to my art. I use my art as therapy. Okay, so losing my dad going to the prison system, and in '86, my dad went to prison in '86, and he spent 32 years pretty much in prison. That's a long time. And growing up and just being a man, but not understanding really the structure of what a man should be, due to the lack of my father, that's trauma in my life. But today, with my own children, wife, I'm learning. I'm doing the best I can, and I appreciate all of my loved ones around me that give me the support. And I just try to stay as humble as possible. I never take any of this for granted. I appreciate every single day. You know what I mean? I appreciate this. You know what I mean? Everything is a blessing for me, even through all the trials and tribulations that I've been through. I know that was part of God's plan to get me here. Because had I not gone through everything that I've been through, I probably wouldn't be able to understand this level of life. And at this level, I can see different vibes and modes and spirits that come towards me, to where I know how to handle them as they come. And I think a lot of times, I always say the level to success has no elevator, so you have to take the stairs. So taking the stairs allows you to see each level as it comes. And I believe all of my life, my 44 years of life, I've taken the stairs to each level. I've had to take a couple of steps back, going back a couple of levels, but it's all to teach me and to help me and to elevate me to that next level. So I'm really appreciative.
So, Mike, how was you able to stay away from like the street life?
A lot of me staying away from the streets really was me moving up north. Right at that peak, I was 7, 8 years old. I moved up north to Fresno. And even though Fresno had gangs, it definitely was not like Watts had in store for me at that time, just waiting. So even though I did what I did, here and there, like any kid, you steal, you do a little crime here and there. I never was gang banging. I never got heavy in the streets. I always had a focus on what I'm supposed to do in life. Even though, like I said, I kind of got derailed here and there, I always narrowed it back into knowing what I'm supposed to do in life. And I believe that saved my life, moving up north to Fresno. I did not like Fresno at all. It was a total culture shock from where I was coming from in Watts. I'm talking about going from a classroom that has 98% black kids to going to a school where you're the only black kid. It is a total culture shock. And at first, I did not like it. But learning and adapting to that environment, I believe, kept me out of a lot of trouble. And once I moved back, I already had my head on the shoulders, even though I got placed right back in the fire, South Central. I already knew how to run things, how to do things, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Kicked it with gangbangers. Some of my closest homies now is gang banging, but it doesn't affect me because I already have my head on straight and I know what I want to do in life. I never was really taught how to do art. I was always an artist that was enhancing his skill. Like, I was always just enhancing my skill. I have record. My mom got record of me painting, drawing at 2 years old. So that lets me know that art is just in me. You know what I mean? Like, everything is just creative. I have a creative mind. I think different. I see colors. Like, when stuff is a blank piece of paper, I can see the image, and I start just tracing the image. Like, I know that that's my gift, and I try to stay in the lane as an artist, and I know that that's just, what it is, and I accept that. For many years, I didn't accept being an artist. I didn't know really what to do with this thing. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? I actually didn't even understand what an artist was. art came so natural to me. It was until I was in kindergarten that my kindergarten teacher, rest in peace, Miss Laurent, my kindergarten teacher, she told me that you're different than the other kids. And then that's when I started to hone in of what an artist was, because it came so natural, like walking, talking, and breathing. I thought everybody could do this art thing. But like I said, it wasn't until I was in kindergarten that I understood that, oh, you have that gift of art, so you got to hone in on that. And from that point on, I started to take classes in art. But I didn't go to college. I actually have a degree in fashion. I have a bachelor's degree in fashion. I had a store in Melrose for 14 years. I've always been an entrepreneur. I might have only had 2 jobs in my life. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 22 years. And I come from a long legacy of entrepreneurs. All my uncles are entrepreneurs. My mom, for on the other hand, she was a school teacher. So she taught me the structure of education and how to educate yourself. Whether you're in school or not, you can always educate yourself. And that's what I've always have done and am still doing till this day. So I appreciate and love my mom for that structure and stability, because she was a single parent, like a lot of us in these areas, coming from a single parent. So she did the best that she could. And I think that drive me to even push me more to where I am here today. And today we're here. I'm just so appreciative to even be part of this history. The Kendrick Lamar They Not Like Us mural created in Tams this spring. It has been attached to a crazy wave of good music, good history, and good art. And I created that art that has been going viral everywhere. It has inspired one of the songs, Whacked Out Murals, when it got wrote on at the Dodgers game. When they won the World Series, someone wrote on it, and that inspired him to write the song Whacked Out Murals. So it's just all part of just God's plan. Big gumbo of, okay, this is what we're going to do with you, Mike Norice, so stay ready. That's why I always just try to stay on point. I teach my son, what does a black man need to be? And I've taught him to say, stay on point. So you stay on point no matter what. If someone wakes you up, you got to be ready. Ready for the interview, ready for the picture, ready for the photo op, ready to go. You know what I mean? And that's what I always try to minimize the stereotype that people have about me. Because being a black man, a lot of people always say, oh, you're not like this, you're like that, and you're like this. Because of what the media wants to portray a black man to be. They want us to be strung out. They want us to be gang banged out. They want us to be down and out. They want us to be broke. They want us to be ignorant. They want us to be a lot of things but successful and educated. And it hurts and kills them when they are educated. And I think that's the main thing. A lot of people hate on Kendrick because he is from this area and he is educated and he is strategic and he's very knowledgeable about who he is and what he is. And they hate that. And they hate that he doesn't fall into this ignorant stereotype of what they feel a rapper should be. And what is that? You know, rapping is our culture anyway, so we gonna make it whatever way we want it to be. You know what I mean? And I look at art as the same thing. Art is part of my culture and my upbringing. I'm gonna make an artist the way I want it to be, not what you want it to be. So I've always lived that life of being a creative artist in the way what makes sense to me personally, Mike Norice. I'm the artist, you know what I mean, and I don't like to be into the stereotype of what people feel an artist should be.
So Mike, who hit you up about doing the Kendrick Lamar mural?
So the person that hit me up about doing the Kendrick Lamar mural is my good friend Boomer the Clown. You may know him, protege of Tommy the Clown. And after the They Not Like Us video went viral and started blowing up, and he's a protege of Tommy the Clown, the hip-hop clowns out here in LA. And after the They Not Like Us video went viral, a lot of people came to this location as for a photo op and just to experience that part of history. But there was no tie to the They're Not Like Us video. So I was contacted to paint Kendrick's face here, and it was a no-brainer. I was like, man, the song's hot, let's do it. I think I came here, talked to the manager. 2 days it took me. I was here for like maybe 12-hour days, both of the days, knocked it out and went viral. So a lot of the media outlets covered me while I was working on this, like the Shade Room, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9, Complex, LA for the Culture, all the dope media outlets that we have out here in LA contacted me. I did interviews with, and they just appreciate me doing this, and I appreciate them for showing me the love. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a bartering thing of just energy and energy. So it's been a great wave that I'm still on, really, till this day.
What number mural is this?
So the number of mural this is I'm not even sure, to be honest. This could be my 30th mural in LA. I do have Artfully United mural tour, and even though this looks like an Artfully United mural tour, this is not an Artfully United mural. I just use the same font that I use for the Artfully United mural tour. Artfully United mural tour is positive message murals. So you're using believe, inspire, forgiveness, we are one, keep smiling. Those are all numbers from the Artfully United mural tour. And even though I use the same font, I did that for brand recognition. So they know that it's me. And I use my character, Powerful Paul, in everything that I do regardless. So this is all part of the gumbo of Mike Norice. So this is a personal Mike Norice mural, and this is probably mural number 32 if I had to guess. Okay, so yes, I do remember my first mural. My first mural was at a friend of mine's daycare. I was probably 15 years old when I did the daycare, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew how to draw and paint, but I didn't know the totality of how to create a mural, and that was a great learning lesson at that time. And it's crazy just looking at it. Maybe what is that? 20 years later, here I am today. The response from this mural, the Kendrick Lamar mural, has gotten me a lot of recognition. It's gotten me a lot more jobs, and me being a business person I understand that that's just a higher level of stake in my stock. So prices just rise. That's it. If you want a Mike Norice mural, you gotta pay for it, because I'm the one that created this. I'm the one that created that, and the murals that you love in LA, I've created. So that's just part of business, and me loving the art. You got to combine the two. It is my livelihood, so this is what I do for a living, so you just got to respect that. That's it. Yeah, so this mural, I was contacted from my friend Boomer. He contacted me to do this mural, and like majority of my murals that I do like this, I paint the wall white, and for timely purposes, I do a projection. So I did a projection on this side, projecting Kendrick and They Not. And then on this side, where Like Us, I did another projection. And then when you project, it's just an easy trace. You have everything on the computer digitally, and you just trace it really easy. And it makes up of so much time. But overall, it only took me maybe 2 days. 2 long days. I was here at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't leave till like 9 o'clock at night, both days. So both days was like 14, 15-hour days that I was working on it. But the response to it has been just great. Once again, this is your boy Mike Norice here. Big shout out to LA for the culture.
Hi. Can I get that Kendrick Lamar special?
For the drink,
I'll have the pineapple.
piña colada.
Yep, the pina colada.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, 1377. That's for here to go.
But here.
Okay.
So what exactly is the Kendrick Lamar special?
Sorry?
What's the Kendrick Lamar special?
This is the bacon cheeseburger special.
Bacon cheeseburger special? All right, so LA for the culture, y'all know what to get when y'all come to Tim's on Rosecrans and Central.
Of course. You're right here, sis.
What are you ladies gonna get from Tim's?
I think I'm gonna get a pastrami. Yeah.
So what was it you asked me while I was in line?
Oh, I asked you what was the Kendrick Lamar special. I never heard of that before. Yeah.
So what's your name?
So my name is Dion.
All right, and Dion, so did you grow up in this neighborhood?
I actually grew up in Watts, and I moved over here in 2000. So, yeah. So yeah, so I've been living over here since 2000. I've been coming to town since 2000. I have 2 kids, and they love the chili cheese fries. So that's what we always get. But on the day that Kendrick Lamar filmed this video, I had absolutely no clue. And I live literally around the corner. So I had absolutely no clue that a video was being filmed, that he was in the area. And I don't know how I missed that, but I missed it. Maybe because I work every day, I don't know. But I missed it. But it was great to have him here. It was great to see the people out. And it's just very weird seeing people come up here and taking pictures of the mural and all the line is like out in the street now because of Kendrick Lamar filming his video here, which was great.
They not like us. 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 That's the kind of time motherfuckers been feeling. I'm still.
So ever since Kendrick Lamar filmed his video here, it's been kind of weird seeing people come out and take pictures of the mural and all the people coming here and and patronizing Tams, which has been here for years. I've never seen it so crowded, and I've been here for 20-something years. So, and that's good for the community. I think it's something positive, and it's giving positive light to our community. So we want to thank Kendrick Lamar for bringing that to our community. I didn't even know they had a Kendrick Lamar special until you came here. It's not advertised anywhere, so that's good to know. I probably would have bought one.
This sandwich is good, y'all.
Coca. No más. Para aquí.
So Alfredo, what brought you to Tams today?
I'm a fan of Tams. I'm from the Riverside area. I grew up on this side of town, so I'm what is known as an expert, Tams expert. However, there's a hit or miss type of culture when it comes to Tams. Not every Tams does the same way. There's always that deviance between the plates. I'm a big advocate for the chili cheese fries. I brag them everywhere, but out of 10 Tams, you probably have 2 to 3 of them that really get the recipe right. So, yeah, I'm here in town. I'm from Riverside, so I grew up in the area. I'm a big fan of the cheeseburger special, but I walked in and I see they got the Kendrick special. So got the bacon and stuff, got the extra cheese in there. So we're about to find out what's this bad boy about. Yeah. I'm from Compton. Came to try out the Kendrick special, roast crab essential. See what's about.